go straight back. You want to unstrap it? I'll just throw some tires under it so I can get, because I don't want to catch that edge. the hood open, and it's supposed to be a NISMO but it doesn't have the NISMO strut tower brace, and it doesn't have these covers right here. So my hopes is somebody just swapped that, and really what I'm hoping is that's true, because it has this. Does this have coolant in it? I guess that's probably the first place to start. Yeah, it has coolant in it. So I don't think they dropped the engine to swap like a different engine in it, because it does have infinity wheels on it, because those also came with the 3.7, and they took the brakes, the wheels. But why I don't think they took any of the suspension is we still have a full set of coilovers on it, and it has the arms on the other side. It has rear arms. It still has a Z1 plate down here, so that is still good. The lower hose is still connected. All the AC is still connected. So I don't think that they pulled the engine out. I think this is still the original 70,000 mile engine that came in the car. It also has this carbon fiber hood, which is pretty decent. Has a little bit of spider cracking from the accident, but I'll re-clear this. It has a bunch of scuffing. Not the greatest hood. It has these hood latches here, but there's no pins down here. I'm not exactly sure why you install those. I really would rather run those, because this looks pretty sketchy right here. And then we have one Morimoto headlight, so I'm gonna probably have to find another one, clean this one up. We also have what looks to be a decent fender, and I was also hoping back here this rear wing was actually the NISMO wing, but I think it's just a reproduction, or maybe it is a factory one and they put it in, because when I pulled this down, you can see that they cut the holes to mount it. So I'll probably just put this on my Z, put the hood on my Z, even though it has those hood pins. Well, actually I'll probably just get some hood pins. And then I'm not sure if this is actually a Nissan NISMO rear bumper. It kind of looks like it, but it also kind of doesn't. It has like maybe a tear or something there that needs to be fixed. But I thought the NISMO ones, maybe it's a later NISMO or an earlier NISMO one. And then down here, it has an exhaust. It doesn't look like a NISMO diff, but I'm not 100% sure. Found the other new Z emblem. I think these are Morimoto too. Not 100% sure, but that'll be nice. I don't know what this plug goes to. Guess I'll figure it out when I pull the other one off. The other Morimoto headlight. I also grabbed a screwdriver, unscrewed this to see what's going on right back here. I have no clue what they're doing with that stuff. And we just have some trim and a bunch of other stuff. We have the other piece of the intake right here. Looks like that all was pretty factory. We have some sockets. We have some homework. Let's see. Oh, looks like they're learning how to be a welder. Yep. Looks like they're learning how to be a welder. Oh, we got a fancy dancy, one of those huge ass mirrors. Look at that. It's good stuff you find in auction cars, even though I paid way too much for this thing. I'm not really into subs or any of that audio stuff, but there's two JL Audio amps in there, and I'm guessing there's probably, hopefully, some good speakers in it. It has an Alpine head unit. I don't know who put this car together. Please don't go and work on another car ever again. Also, this probably had the most messed up caster ever. When you're looking at the car, the left side isn't the left side, it's the left side when you're sitting in the car. You put this on the wrong side. So you probably had like the worst drivability of this thing. I can't believe they even got it to align. On top of that, that's probably why it's hitting. Plus it's super low. On top of that, whoever designed those arms, yeah, you guys probably should do a little bit better design. This wasn't an accident, but it sheared halfway down the tube. I wouldn't trust these things with my life. This says right. They had them on the wrong side. That's crazy. But yeah, look at how these things just broke. They just sheared off. Is this EW? Is this welded? This isn't even Dom. That still shouldn't matter how it broke. This one's all mangled. Yeah, that's crazy. If you ask me, that just snapped off right there. You think it would snap off somewhere down here? And I don't really think it was that hard of a hit. I mean, they caught probably the wheel and it ripped the fender off, but it didn't damage the knuckle or any of this other stuff. Also, they ended up swapping the brakes over to their other car. It has whoever's Infiniti they put the brakes on. Another thing I noticed, I was worried because it has this non-NISMO cover on it. I was like, man, I got gypped. Somebody threw their Infiniti 3.7 in there, which I'm pretty sure 100% the NISMO long block and the normal one is exactly the same. They just have dual exhaust on the NISMO and a different tune. But then I saw the silicone hoses, and then in the back it still has, I'm actually surprised it has it because it's very expensive. It has what I put on my 370Z with the uniclutch. It has the Z1 version 2 CCS delete, so it has the billet plate probably and a bunch of other stuff, which if they took the engine out of it, they would have kept that. So plus it also has this stuff, which this is damaged, but the lower actually the lower is probably damaged too. I kind of want to get one of these hard plates because they save the underneath of your car, especially moving these things around at the auction. You don't have to worry about the forks messing up the bottom of your engine or your transmission. But besides that, yeah, I think this is still the NISMO. Oh, it even has this little silicone hose. That's crazy, all these silicone hoses that it has on it, which is pretty cool. And I'm probably gonna end up putting these factory intakes on my, as long as they're not broken, on my, oh man, it is broken, on my Z. The 370Z is now in the shop, and I actually took quite a few parts off of it already for my other 370Z. So I took the carpet and some of the interior, but now it is time to strip it the rest of the way down. Those are some nice arrow catch hood latches right there. Nice. This hood holds a lot of water. Wow, it holds a ton of water. Look at all that water. Glad I did this right now. How much water does this hood hold? These vents are like, they're weird. They're supposed to be extractors, but they're just kind of set up weird. So I really like this hood, but it doesn't say what brand it is. You can see that those arrow catch hood latches are back there in a weird spot. They should have put them right here where the hood latch is normally, when you have it closed down, it would go. Or they should have put it and lined it up with one of these bolt holes down here. So then you could just run the little stud as the bolt up through the hood. Right? But it's like so far off. It's like where the plastic is in front of this. So I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know if this carbon fiber hood's worth it. It looks cool, but it has to be double the weight of a factory hood. If the carbon fiber hood isn't lighter than the factory one, there's no reason to buy a carbon fiber hood. Even though it has vents and it looks cool, it's heavier. The engine is now out of the 370Z, and there were some good parts on it. So hopefully the engine is good, because I want to put this in my 370Z because it should have 70,000 miles on it. Hopefully it has 70,000 miles on it. I'm pretty sure it does, because I don't think anybody would spend so much money on Z1 stuff, because that stuff is way overpriced, but it has all the silicone hoses, it has the radiator hoses and all of the lines, and I'm going to actually use them. It has this nice little bleeder back here, which is kind of cool. It also has the Z1 clutch, which is in pretty decent condition. So I'll probably end up reselling this because I have the unit clutch and I love how that clutch drives. Plus, it's a lot easier to install and maintain. It also has the Z1 flywheel, so I'll probably end up keeping this flywheel because the flywheel that I have is just one of those dual mass conversions, and this one it's probably a little bit lighter, not super light, but I'll keep this one over the one I have and sell the one that's on the engine, or put this clutch on the engine that's coming out of the car on there, and then I could sell that old engine that has 110K. So this will have the unit clutch on it. Everything with the unit clutch actually just is instantly swappable, which is awesome. And I want to start this engine before I put it in the car. So I'm going to actually throw the transmission back on, but I'm not going to do that today because I don't have the car down here. Also had an ISR header back exhaust. The only thing that really is salvageable is these resonators, because the auction forklift pretty much just destroys aftermarket exhausts, especially single exits. It almost looks, well, it looks like the car was too low in the first place, but it also looks like the fork caught the exhaust and bent it up. Another cool thing is it has this, which I bought for the other Z, pretty expensive, but it converts it to an external slave cylinder. The version 1 kit wasn't as good as this kit, so this ends up just using a CDO1 slave cylinder. It comes with a line which is still on the car, and you pull that off, but I'll probably just leave this on the transmission, clean this transmission up, and hopefully it doesn't have any grinds. That's really the only reason I'm doing all this work, is because the other transmission grinds going into fifth, and it's just really annoying. Besides that, a bunch of other parts that I could use over there. There's some over there as well. But besides that, I think we're pretty much done stripping this car for today. I got a lot of good stuff off of it. The power is out because it was raining and there's a bunch of thunder. I think it hit a transformer. So it's kind of dark in here, but for the most part, I'll pull the hatch once I get the other car in here so I can just transfer them and not have this thing laying around because it's pretty big. Both quarter panels are good, so I'll probably end up selling those, and a lot of the glass is good, so I'll end up selling that stuff. But I don't want to remove it from the car because it's not really worth doing. Plus it takes up a lot of space. All this rear suspension, I'm probably just gonna end up leaving in the car. I'm going to end the video here because the Z is stripped as much as I want it to be stripped. And then if I need to sell anything off of it, I'll take it off. Or if I want to list it on eBay, I'll take it off, box it up, and put it in the shipping containers or sell it. So it's not just laying around taking up space. Really excited that I got this car from the auction. It was about $4,500, I think, after fees. I'm gonna have to look. Wasn't the cheapest, but at the end of the day, it's just nice that I should have a good engine and transmission. We'll see in the next video when I swap everything over, but I did come out with a bunch of Z1 stuff, some stuff that I already had, but if the engine's good, it will make a whole nother good drivable engine and transmission that I might just keep laying, I might just leave it laying around for another project, or I might just end up selling it. If you like these videos, make sure to click that subscribe button, share with a friend, give it a thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.